Hello, and welcome back to another card making video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you could please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get started. I am loving the Craft Consortium Decoupage packs. They're super cute and great when I'm in a creative slump. They're super easy to put together and overall a great addition to any craft room. I also like the dimension you get along with the cute and colorful images. Not only do you have the dimension, but they fit perfectly in an A2 envelope without extra postage. I will be using the Christmas Market 3D Decoupage Pack, which comes with 5 different designs with 2 sheets of each design. The first image we have are a group of adorable Christmas caroling snowmen. We also have the post office snowman mailing his Christmas letter. Then we have the hot roasted chestnut stand. Super cute. Next, we have the hot cocoa stand. And last, we have Christmas market. Each sheet will come pre-cut and labeled numerically for each layer. By doing so, you never have to worry or guess which layer comes first. Now my pack came in a kit that also included 3D foam squares. I decided to use these tiny 3D foam squares, but I would definitely recommend using either foam tape or even larger foam squares that just cover more surface area. At this point of the video, there will be a moment of silence while I assemble the second layer of the image. Now it is time to remove the release paper, and it did take some time with all these little squares, but it wasn't as bad as it looks, I promise. I also like to add a small dot of liquid glue, which gives me more time to line up my image. And I'll continue to follow the same steps for the other layers until the entire panel is finished. Look how cute this came together. It's so adorable and very easy to put together. Now it is time to work on a background. I have pre-cut a 4¼ by 5½ inch card panel in the color Ocean Mist by Gina K Designs. I will be heat embossing the Jingle Bell script background stamp by Hero Arts and applying clear embossing powder over the stamped image. But first I need to use an anti-static powder tool to make sure the embossing powder only sticks to my stamped image. I will be using Versamark ink, which is a clear sticky ink, and I will also preheat my heat tool before melting the powder. Another heat embossing trick is to slightly bend your paper. The reason I do this is because I'm applying so much heat to the front of the card that by the time I'm done heating up the front of the card, the paper will have self-corrected, if that makes sense. There's so much heat being applied that the paper has time to become straight again. And you'll see that here as I continue to melt my embossing powder. Now it won't be perfectly straight, but it's straight enough to where it doesn't look warped, or I don't have to put it underneath something heavy or put it between two books to re-straighten the card. Now it is time to bring out Old Reliable. Yes, this is the one and only cuddle bug, if you can believe it. I'm going to add some snowflakes to our background using the, I think it's pronounced Doris embossing folder. Oh man, I hope I got that right. I'm not sure. But anyway, I will run that back and forth a few times so that way I get a good impression. And I will go over the raised areas with Gina K Designs white pigment ink. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to lightly take your ink cube. I would recommend an ink cube because they are smaller, but if you have a full-size ink pad, that's fine. And you're literally just gonna go over the raised areas. And it's okay if you get some ink on the text. If you get some ink on the text, we're just gonna take a microfiber cloth and gently wipe the ink off of the embossed words. Off screen, I did cut a stitch border for my decoupage image, and I just used my stitch square die. I can't even remember which company it was from. I bought it a long time ago. And I used the color Christmas Red by Gina K Designs. And I'm not sure if that color is still available, but her color Red Hot is very similar. Here I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment Merry Christmas from the Simon Says Stamp Christmas Cheer stamp set. I prepped my card stock with an anti-static powder tool, and then I'm going to ink it up with Versamark ink. I think the color is dark chocolate, and that's also by Gina K Designs. And so I'm going to use my white embossing powder and I'm going to heat that up. I did die cut it using the coordinating dies, and I'm just going to use my liquid glue. This is Gina K Designs Connect Liquid Adhesive to tack all of my images down. I did use 3D foam squares for the Merry Christmas to give that a little bit of dimension as well, and that will complete today's card project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and until next time, bye!